Yeah. Keep retention, man. Back with another video, man. I made mad videos, but not all of them make it. You know, either they get outdated, or I just don't feel like posting them. But I post the ones that I feel like. But we're gonna talk on the importance of like a long streak. For some reason, people don't. Some guys be like, "Oh, I do retention. I'm on week 2." You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm on I do retention. I'm on day 23, right? That's fine, right? But like, they're like, "Oh, all the benefits I get for day 23." I mean, it's probably good and all. Like, I remember like the freshness of like week 2 and like the boost in like a month or so. I remember that. But the importance of long streaks is way more important. The importance is important. It's important because it's important. Anyway, long streaks are important because, like I said, like you want to retain for a goal, right? So let's say your goal is to bench 225 and you're at 215. Don't relapse until that goal is finished. That's how the manifestation part works. Like, and then if you like to relapse before that goal is finished, it'll be like starting over. It won't be like legitimately starting over, but it'll be like starting back. Like, you'll step yourself back for like a starting point. So that's why it's important to stay on long streaks. It depends on how far your goal is. Like, your streak should be your goal. It is metaphysics and it is an ancient spiritual practice where people would like that's what they did. They would retain until their goal is finished, and the retention would manifest that goal. And like you know, if you you probably thought, like, "Oh, he sounds crazy," but if you believe like retention gives you good luck, which it helps you get more money and stuff like that, then why wouldn't it be used for like metaphysical stuff, like manifesting a goal? You know, if you believe in the spiritual world, you'll believe that how it works. Now, with the good luck part, right? Everything could be like the way the world works. Anything like magical can be like explained in a physical aspect, and it could be explained to everything spiritual could work to a physical aspect, so it doesn't seem like as magical. Like let's say for instance, right, the good luck, like, "Oh, I get good luck on retention, I get more money," right? The reason that is, it's called the halo effect, because if on retention you look better, right? Like, your hair becomes thicker, you get more muscles, your face is clearer. The halo effect is like, the better you look, the more positive people will react towards you. So then they'll most likely do stuff for you. So you're most likely to get that raise. People who look better get raises. It's proven. It's like, there's studies on it. It's called the halo effect. So if you want to look that up, look it up. Right? The more in shape you are, the better you look, the more stuff like people will be inclined to give you stuff. So they call that lucky. Now, it could play out in another role, like it could play out as like different ways. It's crazy. I'm not going to be explaining that. This is a retention channel. Talk about retention, but that's how it would that's part of it, right? So the importance of long streaks is just that you keep building and building and building without having to take a step back. Right, like, you stay building. Like, when you release, you tell yourself your goal is over, relax, now start another one. Now, if you're constantly releasing every day, you never get a chance to really start a goal, right? So you always relapse. So that's what they call it, relapse. You relapse. You go back. All right. So the importance of long streak is don't release until you get that girl you want. Don't release until you want your business where it's at. Don't release till you want your money where it's at. Don't release till you finish your school. Don't release until that goal is over. That's why it's important. It's not like, oh, it's been 30 days, time to release. You know? And I know you're like, oh man, I can't go that long. I can't do it. I can't. Or be a fucking adult and hold your seed in until you can manifest your goals. Or you'll be just like everybody else that say they want it, but they never reached it because they're always relapsing. The thing about retention is like, you have the keys. You have the knowledge to get where you're going. Right? It's like, okay, here's $1 million. But in order to get the $1 million, you have to do this. But then you keep messing up. Do you really want that $1 million? So that means you really want it? No. You don't really want it, because if you did, you would do what you have to do. But I know, like, there's a lot of, like, I wouldn't say misdirection and retention, but there's a lot of, like, different people with different perspective, right? And then these people will tell you, oh, you don't have to do it for that long. You don't have to do it for that long. You don't have to do this. Some people will be like, you have to do it for 3 years. Some people will be like, you can't be with girls at all. You know, everyone's different. There's always a different route to take. But the key thing is to not release. That's the key. You take that, and you can do whatever you want with it. You can hang out with girls, party with girls, take them on dates if you want, have them take you on a date if you want. Go to school. You could be an extrovert, you could be an introvert, you could do whatever you want to do. Just don't release. You could even go in the V-Box. Just don't release. You have one job. One job. Don't release. Have a party in the V-Box. Don't release. Get one. Finish that one, wash off, get another one, and another one. Don't release. That's the only job. That's the only job. Long streaks is important because you get to manifest longer. The goals that would take longer to manifest. That's why. And sometimes you don't really see the full, like the goal that you have has so many different things have to take place that you don't see a manifestation until like 100 days or until 150 days or 260 days. And that's why it's important. If you have small goals, then that's fine. Then you release after that goal. After you've done all that, but you have big goals, you got big dreams, you have to keep it in. Listen, I don't care. You want to do Tantra or Caressa, whatever it's called, do it. You want to have 4 or 5 girls on retention, do it. Just don't release. With girls, it is a distraction, but you have the energy. You have the energy to play all of them, and then you'll be behind a week, but then you'll bounce back. You'll snap back into it. And get all that work done. You'll get what you need. You have to. It's survival. Retaining your seed is survival. Right? Key retention, man. Out.